you know, as much as I love your cardies, I got one of your pullovers. It doesn't look like this because this one's a collared one, but I just got like a V-neck pullover. I got to tell you, it's one of my favorite things because I have a lot of your cardies.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I want to feel it against my skin. I'm so happy I have my V-neck pullover, which I wear all the time in the winter. It's the thicker version, but I'm telling you, it's that experience. Okay,
Yeah.
here is the ultralight collared rib pullover, only order of the year, extra small to 3X. She is wearing the beautiful color Ocean Air. And then it's like preppy, it's a little sophisticated, right? Here's Beach Rock. Then we have the shell. How would you describe the shell?
The shell, I think the inside of a shell, it's sort of that
Peachy,
pearly,
creamy.
pinky oyster color. Yeah.
And then we also have Oxford. Here's Ocean Air. And finally, look at this gorgeous coral.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Okay.
That's
all
a
right.
request from our Barefoot Dreamers who said they wanted a few pops of more saturated colors this spring and summer.
All right, talk to me about this one, the rib
Okay.
pullover.
I love our pullovers because you get that sensory-driven softness against your skin, but pullovers also make getting dressed just simpler because it's one and done. You put it on, it completes your outfit.
Yeah.
This pullover is softly structured. It's obviously based on a long sleeve polo, but it's not stuffy, it's not overly preppy, it's not conservative, it's elegant. So we've done that knit collar, a jersey knit, it's nice and beefy, and then you have a little button front placket with functional buttons, and Nancy, the buttons are actually polished seashell, and that of course harkens to our California coastline heritage. Isn't that beautiful?
Coconuts
Beautiful.
and seashells.
So if you wanted to, wanted to layer this over something, you could absolutely
over your-
unbutton it. And then it has a dropped shoulder for an inherently California cool, relaxed look. Full-length sleeve, no cuff on these, just a straight sleeve. And this is done in a micro rib. I know it doesn't read as ribbed because it's not a bold rib, but it's a micro rib to increase the softness and the richness. So as you can see, it's done in our CozyChic Ultralight. Oh, that's a great shot. Thank you so much. You can really appreciate in that Cozy Cam shot that even though this is our lightest and airiest of our feather yarn knits, it still is plush and baby blanket softness. And Nancy, I think you can also appreciate that because these are feather yarns, they allow air to circulate. And when I describe them as feather yarns, that's not me just being flowery with my speech. They literally are a thread with tendrils off of each thread, like a feather or a fan of coral. And that's what gives these that sensory-driven, that softness,
almost
that
like a down
sensory-driven.
Your favorite, most luxury item on the bed is a down pillow. Once you go down, you can't go back to that like artificial, you know, alternative down. That's the fake stuff, right?
Yeah, so the feather yarns really do set our knits apart from everything out there. And even though it is a luxury yarn, our feather yarns are machine washable. Just avoid high heat or fabric softener and then tumble dry lower air only. But this definitely to me is the way to do soft structure, right?
Let's do sizing real quick. Extra small to 3X. Here we go.
Yeah, super easy to find your sizing in Barefoot Dreams because our sizing aligns with retail sizing. So think what size 3X or extra small you'd purchase when shopping at a store at the door. Quick rule of thumb, most of us find that we wear one size larger in Barefoot Dreams than we do in our QVC sizes, Nancy. And know that this is a nice, relaxed, elegant fit that's designed to flatter all bodies. As you'll see on Gorgeous Morgan, it is roomy and elegant, but it doesn't look sloppy and oversized. And I really appreciate that it doesn't grab at the tummy or the bust or the hips.
Hi, Morgan. You look like perfection, and maybe we could put that information on those shorts again as well, because and we could do like a little mixing and matching because I love like sets, things that look like sets, right? So those are the shorts. Maybe Chance will put that up. But Morgan, what size are you wearing in that beautiful Ocean Air? Very popular. 1X in that. And, you know, she doesn't need a cardigan. She's just got this beautiful, you know, kind of like in the morning, there's always a little mist. And you know what? There's the information on the shorts. Just order Ocean Air, right? And then you can look like Morgan.
And I love that she just throws this on. She looks effortlessly chic, and she gets to feel that feather yarn knit against her skin. This is a silhouette that can easily go from the office to lunch to lounging.
And
There's
you don't
no
need
wrong way to
anything
wear
underneath.
this.
You just wear this because this is how you get that sensorial against your body. Like I
Yeah.
said, the pullover is one of my favorites. I didn't realize I had so many cardigans, and then I got the pullover, and I was like, oh, this is why I need the pullover too, because you just like slip it on, and you're like, okay, this is just like, you know, you're touching that against your skin. All right, let's do color choices. We have it in beach rock.
Yeah.
Here is the shell color. And you know what? If you want, Liz, you can grab some mixing and matching if you like.
Sure.
Because we've got some pants that we're going to help them
So
kind of.
look at the shell next to the sand dune.
Beautiful.
Or next to the petal pink.
Nice.
Yeah, all the colors are meant to work harmoniously together.
I love that harmony. Here is Oxford. Ocean Air is very popular, I
beautiful.
believe. Ocean Air, and that's what Morgan is wearing. Did you say this was new?
Yeah, one of our newer blues.
And then how about that coral? I'll put it in front.
Oh, that is beautiful. That once again is one of those punchier colors that we brought you because of our QVC Barefoot Dreamers customer feedback. I also love it because it's sort of a cosmetic color, really livens the skin. And Nancy, you can really appreciate that this nylon viscose blend has a slight luster, making it our dressiest knit. So enjoy wearing this to lounge, but don't be afraid of dressing this up as well, especially because of the softly structured classic style.
And we've got some great shorts. Can you grab that one, Liz? Do you see the shorts in the coral? Because I love sets, and if you kind of saw Morgan, you're like, oh, that's speaking to me.
That's
There's that
elevating
coral,
your comfort
there's the
game.
shorts, and then look at that with that as well. It's perfection. So chic. Wear a tank underneath and throw that around your, you know.
You look like $1 million bucks.
Well, go to the country club too, right? Okay.